In the current landscape of watches, quote-unquote daily wearer sports watches are the reigning category. Considering the price a luxury watch commands, people often look for robust watches they can wear as often as possible. This is part of why dive watches have become so popular, as they can be worn in pretty much any scenario, beach or boardroom. But dive watches have a largely homogenous look. The good news is, you do not need to turn to just field, pilot, or diver's watches for a luxury daily wear experience. There are robust, elegant watches that offer the spec without an all too familiar look. This Breguet Marine Chronograph 5527 is a great example of what I mean. No, it's not a dive watch, but with its maritime theme, it is a watch you can swim with and wear with distinction from the herd. Within a catalog that is largely comprised of precious metal watches, like the Type 20, the Marine Collection is a space where more entry metals can be found. The particular 5527 we got a closer look at is cased in titanium and affixed to a matching titanium bracelet as well. 42.3mm in diameter and 13.85mm thick, the 5527 is of a larger and sportier size, but the case construction retains the classic sensibilities of its classique and tradition siblings. Yes, its robustness is beefed up with the lightweight titanium and a 100-meter depth rating, but the perimeter of the caseband, as with Breguet's dressier models, features the fluted coining that is a case-designed signature across Breguet's catalog. Most sunburst dials have a radiation outwards from the center of the dial. With this particular blue sunburst dial, the rich lines instead extend out from the Breguet logo at the 12 o'clock position, and this sunburst finish is performed by hand, according to Breguet. Matte dials are the go-to for most dive watches, so a blue sunburst dial is still a dressier style within this segment. But this is another element indicative of the blend of classic and modern sporty style I mentioned earlier. The dial leans into sportier elements with the usage of luminous fillings for the applied Roman hour numerals and all of the hands that correspond to the time. The central hours and minutes, along with the 9 o'clock small seconds, use luminous fillings as well. The signature Breguet numerals may not have been used here, but the iconic Breguet handset has been. Larger counters at the 6 o'clock and 3 o'clock position are tied to the chronograph complication, with a 12-hour elapsed hours at 6 o'clock and a 30-minute elapsed minutes counter at 3 o'clock. At the 4:30 position, a white-on-blue date disc blends into the dial. Exhibited within the Breguet 5527 is the in-house 582QA flyback chronograph movement that is based upon the Lemania 1350. But remember, Lemania became manufacturer Breguet after it was acquired by the brand. The 582QA, however, is a modern evolution from its base origins through its usage of a silicon balance spring and silicon horns in the escapement that protects the caliber further against magnetism. The 48-hour power reserve caliber is nicely adorned with Geneva stripes, but I would not say the finish executed on the caliber fully displays the talents of Breguet's hand finishing. The open-worked and solid gold ship wheel rotor does allow you to better see the movement beneath it though. Ultimately, this is a watch for someone who is looking for sporty specs in an atypical package. Smaller wrists will want to try this on first in the metal to gauge if the lug-to-lug span is too long. And without a timing bezel, the dial is larger and therefore the watch will feel a little bit larger on the wrist. On a personal level, I'm not 100% behind the 9 o'clock counter being smaller than the 6 o'clock and 3 o'clock counters. And of course, the 4:30 date is a whole other discussion. Nonetheless, it is handsome and different. You get the elegance associated with other Breguet models and their style, while also having a flyback chronograph that is fully capable of being taken on aquatic adventures and vacations. So, let me know what you think about this Breguet 5527 in the comments below, and if you think that we need to see more of these aquatic-themed watches that don't have to have these diver hallmarks we see ubiquitously in the watch marketplace. The Breguet Marine Chronograph reference 5527 in a titanium case and with a titanium bracelet has a retail price of 40,000 Australian dollars or 25,400 US dollars. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Time and Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.